Friends, I am pumped, okay? I've been waiting 2 weeks to do this. Halsey, who we know has a makeup line called About Face, launched a second makeup line called AF94. And I have quite a bit of stuff that I ordered, and a lot of it came in, and so I'm still waiting on 2 mascaras, but we're just gonna go ahead and roll with it anyways. So let's go ahead and get to it. But first, if you are new here, hello, my name is Jane. I'm an artist who loves makeup, but I'm not a makeup artist. But I do have art and makeup content here on this channel. If that sounds like it's fun for you, go ahead and click the subscribe button, turn the notification bell on, yada, yada, yada. Let's just go ahead and roll that intro and get right to it. Oh boy, guys, I have shadow sticks, I have eyeliners, liquid and gel, I have a matte lip product. I've got some multi-use products here in front of me. I'm ready to go. What I find interesting about this line in particular is that Halsey has said that the line is inspired by the 1990s, but I suppose it's aimed towards Gen Z. I think that's what they said. Or at least that's the target demographic. I am not Gen Z, okay? I am Gen X. And so I figured since it's inspired by the Gen X era that I can go ahead and get in on this fun. But I've got a lot of this stuff. So I've got, well, let's just go ahead and get into it, shall we? So the first thing I'm going to show you is the Shadowboxer Eye Crayon. Now this is just your kind of standard eye crayon, but it retails for $8 and it's described as a velvety, lightweight eyeshadow crayon that delivers major attitude with a moody pop of color in seconds. So I've got the shades Marquee Moon and Saguaro. We have Backline Liquid Eyeliner. These retail each for $8 and I picked up 4 of them. They come in 9 shades. And the shades that I have are Casino by Binesky, I Saw Sparks, and Laundry Day. Okay, this is the white called Laundry Day. I just figured it's better to talk to you and swatch them rather than have this as just a B-roll right now. Very nice and opaque. Then we have the yellow one, which is called I Saw Sparks. This one's called Casino. I think it's supposed to be like a turquoise green. No, it looks more green, like a dark green. It is a cool tone green. And this is the one I'm excited about, especially is the blue one. It's called By Binesky. Oh, this is pretty. Wow. It's cobalt for sure. I love cobalt blue. They're all pretty much the same opacity. I don't know why I am so excited for these eyeliners, these gel eyeliners and the liquid eyeliner, but I am. So there's 8 shades total and I have 5 of those shades. And also, just like the About Face Beauty has their eyeliners with their pencil sharpener on the end, that's the same way it is with these guys. You just pull the back end and you can see this little sharpener right here. Okay. This one's called Not Fair. It's just a white, nice white opaque. This is called Perfect Fit. It actually matches my skin tone quite a bit. This one's called Atomic, and it's just this pretty cool toned green, kind of turquoise green. This one is called High Top, and I do believe Halsey was wearing it in one of the promo videos, or in one of the promo photos. It's just this pretty kind of nice 70s retro orange. Actually, those 2 shades, that Atomic and High Tops, look good together. Last but not least, we have Myzul, which is kind of a navy indigo color. Very pretty. All right, those are the Star 69 gel liners. I'm really excited for these 2. These are a 2-in-1 eye and cheek stick. They are called Playdate. And there are 5 shades total. I have 2 of them. One of them is called If You Dare, and this one is called Bite Back. Playdate is sold at $9 each. Everything is $10 or under, which I think is fantastic. We have the Push to Start Volumizing Mascara. It is sold at $10 each. There's 4 shades. Unfortunately, I only have 1 shade out of the 3 that I ordered. This one that I have right now is called Semi Charmed, and it's kind of a purplish mauve almost. Fun. It's available in classic black and 3 ultra pigmented hues. We have 2 different kinds of lip products. We have the Majorly Matte matte liquid lip, which is sold at $7 each. And lastly, I have these two. These are the Scribble sticks, and it's a glossy lip crayon. They're $8 each. A rich saturation of a lipstick, but packs the moisture of a gloss. I like that. So are we ready to just try this stuff out? I'm ready to try this stuff out. Let's go. So I tried to film the other night, and then I realized about halfway through, maybe even a third of the way through the look, that it was 11:30 at night. Okay, and some creators can stay up till 2 a.m. I cannot. So we will go ahead and start with the shadow stick. Okay, let's start with these Shadowboxer crayons. I have, of course, you know what I already have, but I love this Marquee Moon. It is so pretty. So I'm going to put that, I think I'm going to do something kind of pseudo editorial. I really like the idea of putting this up in here and kind of just taking a brush and blending it out on the edges. Like, that's a beautiful color. Whenever it blends out, it's kind of like this, it's sort of a navy, but it's kind of indigo too. It's an interesting color. I like it. And I noticed that some of the colors of the shadow sticks line up with some of the eyeliner colors, the gel eyeliners. It's nice and pigmented and creamy. It doesn't drag on your, it's not dry, so it doesn't like pull on your lid a lot. I like that. Oh, what did I just do there? It's not overly glittery or anything. It's more pigment than it is sparkle, but there is a little bit there. And you'll see that a little bit more whenever you blend it out, but it's not chunks of glitter. Okay, next up we have the Backline liquid eyeliner. Now, these are felt tip, and my preference is brush tip. I think I'm going to start with, well, I really want to do this cobalt blue one because it really stands out, and then maybe build the look around, or at least build the eyeliners around the blue. Okay, that's a start. That's a start. I kind of want to add a little bit more width through here. Very, very beautiful color, right? The pigment is there. There's nothing worse than a felt tip liner that's really, really weak. Yes, it took a little bit, but yeah, the pigment's there. Really like that. I did have to dip in quite a bit. I don't know. It's hard to tell if that's because of my skill level with a felt tip or not. I want to incorporate a few of these, like the yellow and the white. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So here are my thoughts. Okay, this is the look that I created, obviously. You saw it. And I have to say, I don't expect much from felt tip liners usually. These are better than what I thought they would be. I didn't reach full opacity for like the white over the blue for a couple of layers. And then I think probably my favorite is this blue, because look at how bright it is. I do love the fact that the colors are very bright and very saturated. That's always fun. This is good. This is good. And the white's good too. So we have the Star 69 eyeliners, and you saw all the beautiful colors, but I'm going to swatch them on my hand real quick. I think I actually like High Tops and Atomic together. Time to make decisions. I'm going to put High Tops kind of in my lower lash line area. So I'm going to bring it in just a little bit. I love how blue and orange look, but you saw how smooth that goes on. It's so creamy. That sharpener is so nice. I love it. Like, can we see how sharp it gets? Like to a point. And you can make graphic liner looks with these because it does sharpen to a fine point. I don't know if I'm going to use this in my waterline or not. Maybe I'll use that Perfect Fit. I'm going to put Perfect Fit a little bit in here just to kind of brighten things up. I might put a little bit of that white, which was Not Fair. Oh, it's such a nice white. Dang. Of course, I'm going to blend that out. I would love to see Halsey release some more brushes, like some artistic brushes, just for the sake of having some tools. Not that you can't use your fingers or use other brushes, but it would just be nice to see if they invented something interesting or just very useful. And I don't want to call this the Walmart version of About Face, because I don't think it's that. I think it stands on its own so far, but I'm going to have all my thoughts at the end. Yeah, so this is the atomic color. That is the color that was used in, at least I'm speculating, but that was the color that I think the model that was wearing the postcards in the main page of AF94 whenever it was kind of being sneak peeked. I think that's the color. I've sharpened it to a fine tip, and I want to just go over this sharpener. It is very tiny. I would recommend when you clean it to get yourself one of those, something like this. This is the Sigma switch, and then, or a bottle brush cleaner. And I also use this little knife to kind of get in there and just make sure that, like, I mean, there's still some in there, but I just want to make sure that that little spot right there is clear so that it won't get built up. Not the easiest to clean, but it's functional. You can do it. I believe in you. Now I have some texture, a little bit of texture, so it might look a little wonky at first. I'm just lightly kind of going over this. Don't like that that's tugging on my skin. I can forgive it because I'm 42 and that's the name of the game sometimes whenever it comes to just putting eyeliner in certain areas on your lids and in your crease. You can really get a nice precise line with these. I like that. Ooh, yeah? I think this is probably one of my favorite liners ever. This color and just the way that the formula works. I'm really loving this look so far. So we have the Push to Start Volumizing Mascara. Now I pre-ordered the red one, and this is semi-charmed. It's kind of the lilac purple. I guess, no, it's more of a mauve purple. Let's see what it can do. Okay, so we've got kind of an hourglass wand. It looks like a thicker formula. To get some excess off. I'm gonna open my eyes really wide and look weird while I'm doing this. Ooh, oh, that's so cool. Wow, that coated the lashes right away. Some colored mascaras, they don't cover the lashes very well, so you can't really see the color. It's definitely volumizing. I think you'll get a little bit of length from it too. Can you tell? I think you can tell. It's not super bright, but I like it. It's nice and subtle. However, it's saturated enough to where you can tell that I'm wearing the color. Uh-oh, we got a clump. Oh. It is a rather thick formula. We got a lash comb that I can run through it, thankfully. But I could see where you might want to, like, use this part to kind of scrape some of the excess off. Can you please separate at least a little bit? My question is, how long is it going to last? I find that drier formulas or thicker formulas or both tend to dry out real fast. So I'm wondering what this is going to be like in like a month or so. Sometimes you got to get to know a mascara for a while before you have your final verdict. I've decided this Myzul color of the eyeliner is going down here. The Playdate multi-use cheek and lip color. So we have this one, which is Bite Back, and then we have this one, which is called If You Dare. Which one should I use? I kind of like the Playdate one, or If You Dare. I'm gonna do If You Dare. I'm gonna start right about here. And yes, we are going up there. I might try one on each side just for the sake of trying it. Okay. So you can do something like that where it's just kind of a hint of color. That's nice. I like that. Or you could kind of control the vibrancy. I kind of like that. I like the formula. It's not like waxy or anything like that. I think this is very flattering. I know that I like bright colors sometimes, and sometimes I like subtle colors whenever it comes to blush. So I think this one would look even better on deeper skin tones. I'm gonna try this one. It looks like it has kind of a gold sheen to it. Oh, that's pretty too. I love products like this where you can use them for several different things, like multi-use products. And Halsey is really fantastic about making products like that. If you ever tried any of the About Face stuff, like you can use the eye paint and the lip paint on both eyes and lips and swap them. You can use it on the cheeks. You can, you know, I love that. That like appeals to the artist to me. That's what gets my motor going. You might even be able to get away with putting this on the eyes, although I would definitely set it. Oh, that's pretty too. Wow. I love these. I think you can get very artistic with it too, and I think it's pretty versatile too. So at some point, like, I want this at full opacity on my face. I think these are fantastic. I think they're versatile. I think that they're flattering on many different skin tones. I think they would be. If this lasts all day, if the vibrancy lasts all day, I think it would be just a fantastic go-to product. We've got the Majorly Matte Liquid Lipstick. This is in the shade BB Doll. This is the only shade that I got, but I'm thinking about buying more, but I want to see if I like the formula. I'm a big fan of the lip paint from About Face, so I have high hopes. I have a thing for like purpley mauve shades. It's a very creamy formula. I'm loving this color. It's so pretty. It's very lightweight. I like that. That's what I look for in a matte lipstick, is that one, it doesn't dry my lips, and two, it can last for a very long time, and three, okay, we have the Glossy Scribble. It's called the Scribble Stick Glossy Lip Crayon. I have it in two of the shades. I have one in Whipped Cream, which is kind of a iridescent shade, and then I have Sugar Crash, which is kind of a hot pink. I really don't want to like ruin the lip though. It looks really pretty. I might put a little bit of this whipped cream right in the center. My friend just pulled up, so we're gonna go make some art. I'm gonna do a wear test, and we'll try these out a little bit more whenever I get back, and I'll give you my final first impressions thought. Okay, let's try this one out. It is called Sugar Crash. Ooh, this is fun. That's a fun color. Oh, I love this color. Yes, very 80s. Oh, I love it, but I'm digging it. I like it. Should we use this as a topper, or should I just put it on for demonstration purposes, like just by itself? I think it's supposed to be a topper. I'm not sure. I tell you what, I will put it on just for demo purposes, just for you. I like this one too. I was about ready to say I didn't think that it would be, I thought maybe it might be a topper shade, but I think it looks good on its own too. That's me. But I could see with the right lip shade, it would look awesome. Like a cool toned lip. Let me put on this About Face lip liner. I just got this, so I haven't tried it out yet. But I have a couple of the lip liners from About Face. But this one is called Midnight Seduction. Oh, it's like a little transforming magic stick. I love it. I like it a lot. I want more shades. Immediately, yes. I'm gonna zoom you guys out and I'm gonna give you guys my final thoughts. I've got my notes. Let's do this. By the way, I did set my face. I know there's an an AF94 setting spray that's like a 5-in-1 illuminating and I think hydrating setting spray. I did not buy that, but I did set my setting spray with NYX Bear With Me. You know what? These stayed very, very well. I have to say, these are the Shadowboxer crayons. I think that the pigment is fantastic. I think that it's not oily or waxy, and the pigment didn't fade at all. And I don't really see it like breaking apart or anything, and I have oily lids. Really great quality. I would love to see more brighter colors. But I understand that the 90s wasn't necessarily a time of like brightly colored things. The only people who were using like really super bright colors in makeup at that time were makeup artists. Okay, so liquid liners, they really lasted very well. And I have to say that this is the first felt tip liner. I almost said liquid liner, that's not true. The first felt tip liner that I actually really like. The pigment is fantastic. I mean, it speaks for itself. This blue, this Binesky, oh, so pretty, so pretty. I love the yellow, I love the white. You know, it was able to layer, and I was able to get like the full opacity whenever I was able to kind of layer on top of the white. At first, it was a little bit transparent, but I was able to get it within like 2 coats. But this guy, this Binesky blue, I'm gonna be buying backups. I like it a lot. Like, I like it a lot. And so I'm really impressed with these felt tip liners. The Star 69 gel eyeliners, excellent. I absolutely am in love with it. It is excellent quality. Love the pigment level. I'm definitely going to be getting backups of the Atomic. I can see myself going through that. I love the sharpener in them. I think that the sharpener is ingenious. And I love the fact that you can get it to such a fine point to where you can do something graphic like this. Wonderful. And it stays all day. It didn't move at all. Look. Like, it wasn't smudged, it didn't break apart, it was wonderful. I'm so impressed by this. It's just fantastic. But that being said, the To Start Volumizing Mascara, I'm not in love with it. I was really not happy that it clumped on me, but I was able to fix it with my lash comb. Yeah, there's room for improvement personally in my experience, but the thing is that this is a first impressions. I could change my mind in a couple of weeks and like it might become my favorite mascara. But I gotta say, I love the shades. Kudos to Halsey, the pigment's there. I love that. And I love the fact that there's a bright blue and a bright coral, and then this beautiful like lavender mauve purple. Love that. The Scribble sticks. I think you already kind of know and get an idea of what I think of them, but I love them too. And I love the shades that I picked out. I love that they glide on so easily. They have the pigment load. They're not waxy. They're not sticky. They're not gooey. They're very good quality, very lightweight. And I could see these being like a staple. Like, seriously, I'm not big on lip crayons, but the ones that I've tried have not been great. So these, they're not only good, they're great. And the price point is there. The matte lipstick, fantastic. I love it. I think it's a great formula. I don't think it's quite as long lasting as, like, say, in comparison to About Face, the matte lip paint from About Face, and it's not the same formula, I can tell, but it's along those same lines. It's definitely long wear. It won't last all through the night, but I think that it's fantastic for having been on 9 hours on my lips, and the only thing that broke its stride was maybe a little bit of eating and drinking. So that's really saying something. And it didn't crack, it didn't fade, it didn't feather. It was great. I love it. I want to see more shades because a lot of them are really dark, and I don't really wear dark lipstick. But I love this shade. It's so pretty. All in all, love it. And these, I adore these. I want more of these. I want all 5 of them now. So I placed an order. These are awesome. I love them. I think they're so wonderful. I love these shades. I think that, look at this. This is after 9 hours and they still look really nice. And that's really saying something. I have oily skin. So usually my face like eats up cream blush, even though I love it. It blended out beautifully. I think there's a wonderful amount of control you can get with these. And I can't wait to see what the other shades look like. And I cannot wait to see all of these being expanded with the color range over time, hopefully. Overall, I'm incredibly impressed with the level of quality that all of this is, not just for the price point, but altogether. And even more so, the price point too is such a huge bonus. So this is fantastic. I think this is just another win for Halsey. So congratulations, you've done it again. And I am such a huge fan of About Face. As you can see, I have like plenty of matte eye paint, and I have like you cannot even imagine. Just wait till we do that video. I'm gonna have a dedicated video on About Face. But as far as AF94, I don't like to think of it as like a drugstore version of About Face. I like to think of it as like almost as if these were albums of Halsey's. Like it's a work of art, it's a creation. And the catalog of About Face is one album, one creation. This is another one. And so I try not to like, I'm not gonna try and like compare it to each other. But I do think that the level of quality that has gone into this and the thought process and the aesthetics, I see where some of the inspiration came from About Face. Okay, I'm getting a little long-winded, folks. I'm really, really tired. My dinner is ready, so I'm going to let you guys go. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like because it really, really helps me out a lot. You don't even know. And if you enjoyed this kind of video and you want to see me do more and you want to see art and makeup, you definitely need to subscribe. But make sure the notification bell's on, all that good stuff. Okay, I'm getting out of here, guys. I love you all. Bye.